Hey guys, welcome to another ServerMiner plugin tutorial. I'm your host LTGem007 and today we're looking at the Survival Games Reloaded plugin. Now this is a fantastic plugin and it's definitely the best survival games plugin out there as it's updated to the latest version of Minecraft and it has a ton of features. So we are going to create an arena, have a little game with my other account and then look at the config file. So let's go ahead and create a new arena. The way we do this is /sg and then we can either find help for player commands, staff commands or admin commands. Obviously we want admin commands, so go ahead and do /sg help admin, and once we're here we will want to create it. So we need to select it with world edit. You can grab your wand by doing //wand, and then once you've got that, select one corner and then fly to the opposite corner and right click. Once you're here, a useful command is the //expand vert. That will expand the region vertically from bedrock to the skybox and encase the entire arena. Once you've done that, you can do SG create arena and hit enter. This will give it a number ID and we can use that later to set spawns and whatnot. Once we've done that, we need to fly to our lobby and do /sg set lobby spawn. While we're here, we can set some signs. So go ahead and select two signs and do /sg add wall and then the arena ID, and this will add a join sign and an information sign which tells you the arena name, whether it's waiting or playing, and how many people are inside. Once you've done that, we can go into the actual arena where our spawn points are going to be, and we're going to sit in here and do /sg set spawn and then either the arena name, so 1, or next. So let's just use next, and we're going to hop to this one and then fly to the next one. We're just going to set 4 for this tutorial, but you could set as many as you want depending on how many players are on your server, of course. Then go ahead and pop down loads of chests around your world. Make sure you have enough for your players to find loot and whatnot. And a command that we can use, although we don't have to use, is /sg refill and then the arena name, and that will refill all of the chests if you want. But that is pretty much everything that you need to do in order to create an arena. Obviously you can disable it if you don't want it to work anymore, and then players won't be able to join, and obviously you can re-enable it. The sign does change if you disable it, which is another cool feature, and there we go. So it's been enabled. If we right click to join, we will be in the game. So if we do /sg help and then player, this will show the player command, so we could do /sg spectate. If we wanted to watch the game, we can do /sg and then vote, and that will vote to start the game. But we're going to get my other account on and have a quick go. So my other account has joined the game and done /sg vote, and as you can see there is a 20-second countdown and we are off. So we can run to the middle, have a look in all these chests, and you can customize everything in the chests in the config file, so we'll have a look at that later. But let's just grab a weapon initially and some armor, nice golden trousers there, and maybe some food as well. Now you might notice there's a 20-second grace period, so you can't attack people initially, but once that's over you are free to hit people as much as you want. And obviously as there's only 2 of us, we are going to win the game once we hit my other account, and it says LTGem was killed by LTGem with a wooden sword, and I killed him to win the survival games on Arena 1. And that's how it works. It's as simple as that. It's so easy to set up arenas. It's a really well made plugin that works brilliantly. So that is how you use it in game. But we are going to head over to the YML files now and see what we can do in there. So here we are in the SM Picnic control panel, and this is the chest.yml, and in here we have a list of all the different chest levels. So the cool thing about this is there are different levels of items. So obviously the most common are down here, and this ratio here determines how likely the higher level tier loot is to spawn. So it's 10 times as likely. So up here it explains, so if you set a ratio of 2, it means it's twice as unlikely to spawn the good loot, etc. So what we can do here for the chest is the minimum amount of items that will spawn and the maximum amount as well, and then the max increase is the maximum number of levels to go up based on the ratio. So down here it's very straightforward. So 262, I believe that's arrows, and there's 5 of them. If we wanted to add something here, just paste it onto a new line, change the IDs. So let's go with 261, which is a bow, and then set the amount you want to spawn, so 1. And what this will do, if it gets chosen, is spawn 1 bow in a level 1 chest. And obviously down here you can put your diamond armor, diamond weapons, all of that good stuff in order for players to find good loot. And here we are in the config.yml. This is the main file you want to be editing. And in here you can change a lot of different things. So up at the top you can change the auto start players. So auto start is 20 players at the moment by default. That's why we had to use the /sg vote command, and then the auto start time here as well. Scroll down a bit more on whether you want player queue or not, and whether you want disallowed commands to be used or not. Then we have the grace period, whether you want that to be, I don't know, a minute, 5 seconds, just to change things up a little, and whether you want chests to restock maybe every night or whatever. Scroll down a bit more, and we actually have blocks that we can place. So these are a list of all the blocks that we can place, and these are a list of all the blocks while in game that we can break. So you can just change all of these, maybe add leaves and whatnot, just to make it a bit more interesting. And then entities, so when the map rolls back, which will be kept, so item frames, paintings, etc. Down there. And then the rollback per tick, so this will stop lag if you set this low, but the higher this setting, the faster it will reset, but it could cause lag if you do that. Then the end game, when there is 3 or less players, there will be fire, lightning, and the interval is going to be 20. Then we have a deathmatch, so this works at the end of the game when there's only a couple of players left, and they have a certain amount of time to kill each other and are usually teleported to the initial spot. Then we have rewards, so this is currently disabled, but we can obviously enable that to true, and if we win the game we will get an iron sword with sharpness 4. And then at the bottom you can set up an SQL database if you need to, and you can have stats here as well with various different kill streaks and wins and whatnot. So that is the config.yml. There are a few more YML files that just save data and other stuff, but you don't really need to go into that. If you need a server to host this plugin on, check out ServerMiner.com. If you want to download it, there'll be a link in the description, and if you want to check me out, I'm in the description as well. That's it for me. Subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you next time.